Demons and similar beings are a well-known force in our world, forever hungering for power. These creatures lurk among us, sometimes hidden, but sometimes presenting their full force and destruction. As we all know, some demons were brought to this world by our own ignorance and lust for power. Kunka's people were among the first nations to discover the consequences of such acts, and were thus removed from the face of the earth. Others work for themselves, thriving to improve their own skills in secrecy until they get powerful enough to step out from their holes and pits. While doing so, they often risk and cross some boundaries that were never meant to be crossed. Some get away and never get discovered, but others fail in their acts and end up being punished till the end of time itself. Terrorblade, a demon marauder, is one of those who got caught. A special title follows Terrorblade, because his acts made him feared even among the other demons. He stole from the demon lords, ignored the codified rights and rules that should have bound his behavior, and broke every single law of the 7 infernal regions. Any other mortal being would have found a rope around its neck a long time ago, but this particular demon could only hope for a quick death. For the special trial of the infernal regions had sentenced him to the eternity of Falfell, a hell in a hell, a hidden dimension where demonkind imprison their own. Of course, a being like Terrorblade would never hope or even think about getting a death sentence. He embraced his destiny and prepared his demon soul for the endless depths of the Falfell. But Falfell is no normal prison, and it's impossible for us to imagine a prison made by the demons to hold the most brutal and vile of their kind. In this dark mirror of reality, demons are sentenced to gaze eternally into the twisted reflection of their own souls. Centuries of looking through images of their own terrors, hidden secrets, and almost no answers, until the very last corner of their souls would be emptied. Every time, these reflections would grow stronger and more powerful. Any other lesser demon would lose their minds within a few centuries. But instead of suffering, Terrorblade made himself the master of his own reflected worst self, a raging, thieving demon of unimaginable power. With his inner beast under sway, he destroyed the fractal prison walls and burst free to turn his terror loose upon all creation. He is now an unleashed hell, dwelling through our world in search of destruction. Those who dare to oppose him don't stand a chance, and those who get close to making a final blow are always finding themselves ending an illusion. Some say that Terrorblade is still in the Falfell, and that these illusions are mere projections of his soul suffering in the prison. However, powerful wizards and shamans are warning about the hidden energies within those illusions. Such complex projections could not be made by someone imprisoned in the Falfell. In other words, they believe that Terrorblade is really among us, exploring the places with his projections, while waiting for his day to come in the dark corner of the world. What could be his goal, they wonder? Such a mighty beast would certainly bring horrors to our time, and would certainly bring an end to the world we know. But can we hope that his thoughts are pointed towards those who captured him? Can we hope that Terrorblade's revenge is not aimed at our own dimension? Or are we wise enough to prepare for the worst? And even if we are, do we have any chance of fighting back once this creature decides to show his original form to us? Can we really hope to kill someone who was in the hell's hell? Of course not. But that won't stop us from fighting back and standing for our rights to live. Until the day comes, we will improve ourselves and search for our own heroes to fight off this Terrorblade, the demon marauder. There has to be a way, and we will find it.